Today we're at the Baumit Training Academy and we're going to look at how to do external wall insulation. We're going to give a brief overview of the full events of today's training course and show you a step-by-step process on how to get your insulated render on the wall. We're going to show you what tools to use, what beads, what materials, and with the cost of living crisis at the moment, I think this is going to be a rendering system that's really going to come out of the gate in the future. So it's well worth knowing so that when it does come up for a job for you, you're well equipped to know what to do. But first things first, we've got to fit the base rail, and that's the first part of the job we'll be discussing.
Right, here we are today at Baumit. Okay, we've got Blaine here. He's going to demonstrate how to fit the base rail. Yeah. He's been primed and ready to go. He's had a butty and a drink, so he's happy. He's been fed. Okay, so we've just talked through how to install the base rail. Blaine's now going to demonstrate how it should be fitted together, and we'll go through the process of why we do it to make it as strong as possible.
Wicked.
So we've got some 50mm base rail here.
Yeah.
We've got snips, tape measure, pencil, drill, screws, and packers.
Yes.
The idea of the packers, I personally prefer a packer behind every fixing. Okay. Because we know in an ideal world, walls are dead straight, aren't they? In an ideal world, they are perfectly straight.
Perfectly plumb.
Perfectly plumb, perfectly straight. So we suggest you pack every fixing. Okay. That way you've got a little bit of play, a couple of mil, and then if you're doing a long run, you can pack it and put a string line on and get your base rails perfectly in line. Yeah. So come in 70mm for your first fixing, then every 300. You want to start away, follow the line through, no pressure, we're all going to watch you.
Pressure. And this is the one, isn't it? Yep. That's the right one. Just going to help us mark and cut, so we want a mitre in that corner.
Yeah, 45. All corners mitre, internal 45, external 45, the same, so.
Well, they were, innit? What's going on?
Now you tell me, mate.
What we're cutting it with, mate?
Now they cut it with a handsaw, which is probably easier.
That's it, innit? There we go.
This is on here, dust mask as well when we're mixing.
This means it's going to get messy. You're
going to get messy, I'm not.
Cool as fuck,
You can see through them as well.
Look on plastic.
For now. For now. So the next stage we're going to use is star contact. Okay, we're going to use this. This is an adhesive and a base coat all in one. We're going to mix two bags up and we're going to then look at sticking the insulation boards to the wall. With our insulation EWI systems, we'll wet fix the boards first, then the next day we'll mechanically fix. That way we know that board is fastened to that wall. No air can get behind it because you've sealed around the board, which I'll show you how to do, and then you mechanically fix it as well.
Yeah, mate. I'll take that. Outside. Here we are.
Get you a jug, I'll let you measure the water out.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So no pressure.
Yeah.
I want 12 litres of water in that bucket.
Yeah. Right, so mixed up. What's next?
Right, next thing is you've put your first mix through. Okay, now we leave it to stand for 5 minutes.
Why is that?
The idea of that is the polymers inside the mix, they'll start to work, the product will stiffen up. Yeah. Okay, then we'll remix it, and with that you've got another hour and a half to use out of it then.
That's great. Are we done with that? Yep. Lovely. Right, the mix is ready. It's all mixed up. We give it 5 minutes, another whiz. Now you're going to run us through something else, aren't you, mate?
Next thing first, but what I try and do is, me personally, before we start putting any insulation on the wall, is get the APU beads on, okay? Baumit come up with this idea at the minute. It's to me, it's quite inventive, really. This type of bead will go around on the frame, okay? you'll mount to the corners. But what we'll do, I'll just demonstrate what it actually does. You'll see it's got a sticky tape on the back. You can peel that off. Okay, that would in theory stick to your frame, but for our benefit, it'll stick it to the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll notice this side has got like a yellow tape on.
Yeah.
So when you're coming to cover your windows up to protect it when you're spraying or you're applying render, you'll pull that off.
Yeah.
Your polythene will stick to that. So that way, you know, you've got your frame set, your edge set.
Yeah.
You've got the polythene across the front. Ah. Okay. So when you come to put your application on, you're going to keep the window area clean.
Great.
Okay. So the best bit I think is, when it's all done, you can, in theory, then pull this off. It gives you a nice beaded edge down that side.
Lovely.
Yes, it gives you a nice beaded finish.
Lovely.
So there's no hassle then when you're trying to go up to reveals to keep them nice and neat.
Yeah.
You've put that in place. That gives you the edge to work to.
Yeah.
We usually leave the insulation 5mm back so you can get some render on this product. And then once it's all done, peel that off, and that's your nice finished edge around the window frame. So next step, we're going to wet fix the insulation to the wall. There's various methods you can do with applying it. We try and do a bead around the edge and 3 dots across the middle. Okay. That way you've got at least 40% coverage.
Yep.
Okay. So the idea is I'll demonstrate how to put it onto the board.
Yeah.
And then you, being a trained professional, will take over and do it with no messing and no mess on the floor.
No mess.
No mess.
Nothing.
So some people use a handboard and trowel.
Yeah.
I prefer to use a bucket trowel. It's just what I prefer.
And then before we apply the boards, yeah, say you've got a wall that is pissed. Would you build it out first? Would you then maybe give it a quick flatten, maybe give it a base?
Depending how much of a belly it is. So ideally, if it's such a belly, you might have to build the external corners up as such to line it through.
Yeah.
And then put your base rail on. Again, if it's dished in, you'll have to dob it out to a certain extent, because it's all about the prep.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Ideally, like I said, in an ideal world, that wall's going to be perfectly flat.
Yeah.
Your base rail's going to be nice and straight.
Yeah.
These are going to go on so easy.
Yes.
Okay?
Fly on.
Fly on, okay? That's the idea.
So you have got to play in the boards when they're on.
So depending how big that belly is,
yeah.
if it's something 20, 30 mil, you're going to have to get over.
So like when you're dot and dabbing a board, you have got that play to mess around, and you've got give. When you can push it in within itself and find its own level.
Adhere to it, and that's it. Give it a flick on the trowel. Okay. Get the board on there and just bring that up the edge. Yeah?
Yeah. Nice.
That's it.
Nicely done.
So you can go all the way around, and then we're going to have a dot there, dot there, dot there.
Is that all right? A bit too little there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's better.
So like just one of the...
Yeah, good dabs. Because when we come to mechanically fix it, you've got something in the centre to stop the board pulling in.
Right.
Okay, so depending how the fixings are going to go into it when it's dry.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got something there to go through.
With you.
Okay, so ideally we'd look at fixing 5 points.
Yeah.
So corner, one in the middle. But in that way, when you do tighten it up, it doesn't pull the board in.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than
which we know can happen.
Can happen quite easily.
Yeah. Starting from left, yeah?
Yeah, if you want. It's entirely up to you. You're doing it now, it's all yours. Okay, push it on.
So do I want to squeeze it all the way in?
It
just
depends.
a bit?
I'm going to give it a little bit first.
Yeah,
then you can make sure there's something like... I
think I'm happy there. I think.
Yeah. So we'll then measure that across from there to there, and go into the corner and get this first layer right round. Because let's say that way, you're getting it on, you're getting that plumb, you've got a base to work off.
Yep.
Okay, you've marked your board.
Yeah.
So slide that into place. Okay, make sure it's in the right place. Would you like to have a go?
Yeah.
Pull the trigger behind. Okay.
We're in line.
We're in line somewhere there, yeah? You see it heating up, just let it do its thing. It'll cut through nice and slowly. And that's your cut. And that's your cut edge.
Look at that. It's great, that, isn't it? That is sick. I think you've got to decide between the two which one it is, but...
You've got that 4% coverage with a bit of room to play. You know, in an ideal world, a brick bond. So everything's sort of linking together, like we said about making things as strong as possible. You've got your base rail set properly, got your first course round, so you need to look at making sure it's all bonded together. So even your corners are bonded, that way it's going to make it as strong as possible.
Yeah.
So then we'll look at doing the L shapes around the windows.
Yeah.
Again, less of the stress fractures and less cracks on it. So what we're going to do today is make sure everything you do possible is as strong as that possibly can be.
Yeah. Same, innit?
Yeah. So we need to think about this joint here. Yep, so we've got to stagger that.
Give it a good
250. A good 250 back.
So if we kept that there, we'd be too close to the board and too close to that joint, which is going to be a stress point.
Stress point, yeah. Minimum 250.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you offset your mat, that's fine. So adhesive that, stick it in place. Bond into course, that's tied in.
Yeah.
You're going to keep your bond here as well.
So the idea is it's all locked into itself.
It's all locked in. Yeah.
So where if we just ran another full piece there and tucked it in, it won't be locked in.
You're going to go straight joint,
lock.
you've got a chance of a crack.
A crack. So we've got the mesh here, we've got some of the adhesive shining through. Are we going to squeeze that in?
What I would do, not yet, try and clean that off for starters.
Clean it off,
Once we've got it all boarded out.
Then we're going to clean it up.
Then we'll push you what to do with it.
We're doing the L shape. Do you want to explain to everyone why?
Well, the L shape, why we do the L shape, okay, every wall's got a weakness. Every wall that's got a window or door in, that's the weakest part of the wall. If any cracks are going to appear, they're going to appear around this opening. So the reason why we put the L shape in, we L shape it so there's no real possible way of getting a crack down there. Okay, if you put it straight down, you're already putting a weakness in the board, in the wall. So by doing the L shape all the way around, you're preventing that weakness from being there.
Yeah.
Because you've left a little bit of a gap for your cut, okay, you'll stick this to the outside edge of your board, so there, okay, and this will then expand, as you can see.
Ah, I've seen this. They do it on doors a lot, don't they?
Yeah. So they expand up and close that gap up.
Pull this away from itself, it'll start to blow up.
Yeah.
Now you said it, I suppose it makes sense, doesn't it?
So you've got this as it should be.
Yeah.
This cannot be any stronger. You've got all the corners done, all L shapes.
Yeah.
You've got the offset cut in the middle, out the way. There's no way this is going to crack for you. Yeah, that's how it should be. That's what we look for. We go out on site, that's what I look for, and make sure your corners are L shaped.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll start now look at the meshing in next and see how the meshing works.
Yeah.
Now is we'll put a coat on, we then notch trowel it to give you that depth. So I'll give you a quick demonstration on why, and you'll see why when you come to put the mesh in, why we just want it in that top third. So the idea is you don't try and press it right in, because the top third is where the strength's going to be.
So what angle have you got there, mate? What angle would you say?
Just laying it 30 degrees, not too deep.
Yeah.
Okay. So the idea is you're getting that castellation showing through. Okay. So when we come to put the mesh on, we'll put it so it's over there like that.
Yeah.
You can just put it into place. Okay. And with very little pressure, you see it's just sinking through. So it's still going to be, and I'm putting very little pressure on. Don't have to put that sort of pressure on.
Yeah,
because it'll come through.
The 2/3 you want at the front, and that's essentially...
That's the mesh on this side here. You've got, if you push it too far in, it's not going to do its job.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need the strength on this outside, this last third.
So you're cutting back to the thickness of the insulation, yeah?
Yeah. Because on this system here, we've only got a small reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to just trim things back.
Okay.
You've got, like we said, most things now have got the overhang board built in.
Yeah.
You've also got 100mm that there.
Yeah.
And 150 that side.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives you that option. Then you've always, everything's going to get meshed and meshed right.
So you're buttering that edge into the mesh, yeah?
Yeah. You're now putting this mesh on top of it and around the corner.
Around the corner.
So that's going to be strength. That's the strength there. Okay, you don't press it all the way in. Okay, so you don't just squeeze it in, because what you do, if you push it in and push it in too far, yeah, you've lost that depth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So you'd leave it off a little tip bit, give it so you've got some depth there, so you know when you come to put your sides on, you've got a bit of depth to work to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to re-mesh this.
Yeah. And now it's going to give us a space.
It's going to give a space.
Put the mesh on top.
Put the mesh on top, and you've still got that depth there. So with your nosing, pull the mesh back because it's fastened in place with your nosing. Put a full bead across there, then you push that back and push that back tight, because then you get enough cover then for when you put your mesh over the top.
So about
100 mil lap on these,
and then
it'll come all the way through. Then you can push it tight in then, because you're going to go over the top with another layer of mesh. That way, you know that nosing's now bedded into the wall.
Yeah. Now it's bedding.
Yeah. Now start loading it
up.
up.
Thickness on.
Well, you know that. Well, I know it is. Yeah. Bottom of Baumit Training Academy. Before you press it on too far, think about how you're going to cut it off.
Yep, so we've got this one.
Bead with two sizes on, 150 and 100 mil.
So then we don't want to push it too far, like you said.
But you can see it's starting to come through already.
Yeah, yeah.
A little pressure with the trowels and it's coming through.
Yeah?
That's it, yeah.
Happy with that?
That's fine, yeah. You've got 100 mil lap there with your mesh, you've got this over the top,
yep.
So that's all tied in. You've got the mesh at the bottom off your nosing, now that's under this one, so that's all tied in.
Yep.
So that section there is fully meshed, apart from the stress patches.
Yeah. Close to the bottom as we can.
We need to look at stress patches. So
yeah.
What we try and do is make sure, like we said, you've got your mesh on this, from the bead,
yeah.
You've got your mesh up to there.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that this area here, and each corner is protected extra. Stretch patch, so we'll put it across there. Okay, so that's the idea, that's going to sit on there like that. So you've already got the mesh there, mesh on this and this. This just is extra precaution. It sits on there. Okay.
And that's how big you want the patch?
Yeah, ideally. Yeah. You've L-shaped your insulation, you've L-shaped your mesh around it, you've got your mesh on there, and extra mesh there.
Yeah.
That system there, okay, you cannot do anything physically to make it any stronger.
No.
Okay, so the idea is you've done everything you can as an installer to make this as strong as possible.
Yeah.
Come it round with you.
Yeah, I'm just going to show us a demo now, buttering it up.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah.
Just a thin coat across the top. Yeah, it's wet on wet. Okay, we put a nice thin coat across the top. That's all it is. So it's filling up to your beads.
Oh, so you're going quite tight.
Yeah.
So you're working it to the bead and then you're just pulling it back.
You pull it to the bead and pull it back.
So it's just another tight coat on top,
Tight coat on top, yeah. Okay. Obviously, if you mesh around this corner,
yeah,
to do this, you want a 250.
Yeah.
That magic number 250.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you have a 250 lap there and 250 lap there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Would you like your implements back?
It's okay.
Yeah, can you manage with that one?
I'll use yours.
It's not as quick as yours.
No, this is quick. I'm going to struggle now, mate.
Oh, you might do, I don't know.
Pressure's on.
Yeah.
So we're just forcing around that beaded edge.
You're just getting it covered. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you've already got the flatness underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
Your cancellation to set your depth. Your mesh is just pushed in the top third. So if you try and put too much pressure on, you're going to sink that mesh in further.
Sink it further, yeah.
So it's just like we call like a butter coat.
Yeah.
But like I say, some lads will straight edge it off, some won't, depending on what you're going over.
But you just don't want to put a lot of pressure on.
You don't want to put a lot of pressure on, that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then you're defeating the object of putting that mesh in.
Yeah. We'll just take a line out. You happy with that?
Yeah. Yeah. So See, because you're going to put a texture on top as well.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're going to hand apply, obviously.
So it has got tolerance in that.
You have got a bit
sense.
of tolerance, yeah, because depending on your grain size of your top coat.
Yeah.
Okay, if you hand apply, you want to try and get it, like you say, like you're doing now, trying to get it really, really flat.
Yeah.
Because any sort of little deviations you might see through.
Yeah, yeah. You can taste the Guinness, can't you?
I can, mate, yeah. So this bit of kit here is when we use for fixing the fixings through to the wall. Obviously, because that's wet on there, we'll not fix onto there because it'll move the boards about.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we do, we'll get a fix in, we'll sit it into there, press it in and push it through. This system here, that ring holds your fix in.
Okay.
Okay, so that'll sit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then once you've pushed it through, into the board, into the wall, it'll only push it as far as that plate.
Yeah.
That plate's your stop.
Ah, clever.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Bang in the centre, yeah?
Bang in the centre, through on. Another one.
It's in there, but...
It's in. Okay.
It's better, isn't it?
Yeah. So what we've got, these are mechanical fixings, obviously. It doesn't cut the insulation out.
Right.
It's compressed it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So the insulation value is still there. But you've got this showing.
Yeah.
So what we do, you have a little piece of foam, okay? That will squeeze into that hole there. Okay? Then you put colour roundel over the top. Yeah?
Ah.
Just to get your thermal value back then.
Clever.
That makes sense?
I like it.
Okay? Push it in. Roundel over the top.
You want it flush or tight?
Well, what you'll probably do is, when you've got a bit of the product mixed up, just push it over the top.
Yeah.
Or if it's not fully in, you can just rasp it down.
Yeah. So we want it tucked in, bit of product on top.
Yeah. And then you'll happen then, you know it's there. So it's silicon top, this product, okay? It's K1.5, so that's your grain size, is 1.5. K means the particles inside it aren't uniform. So when we put it on, it gives you that texture.
Right, okay.
Okay? You can get 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, it'll be specified where about in your country are. Yeah. Near the coast, you probably want at least a 2 mil. Okay. Okay? Because it protects it better.
Yep. Okay,
so we'll have a look at putting this on. Yep. I'll show Blaine how I would do it, and he's going to show me how he does it. That's the idea. We'll see how messy each other is. Okay.
Let's put some bets on.
Let's put some bets on. Okay. Right, Guinness, mate.
How much water would you put in this, by the way?
Well, because we used this yesterday, so we've got nothing to add to it today.
Yeah.
Normally, when you get it, okay, if it's not fresh out of the factory, you might just want a bit of livening up. Okay. Yeah. What we put in is maximum 250 ml of water. Okay. Yeah. That'll just liven it up. Yeah. You'll whisk it up with your normal whisk. Yeah. It puts the body back in it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That way, some lads do, some lads don't. Yeah, I like a bit. Bit, to be fair. Yeah, some do, it depends. We'll say maximum 250 mil. Again, 250. Yeah, all 250. It's all 250, mate, isn't it? We can't think of too many numbers. No, it's just, yeah. It's easy in the head, isn't it? Mind, isn't it? It's easy in the head, mate, okay? What we've got before us is a board, okay? It's just normal plaster board for demonstration purposes. We have primed it already. Probably do it onto a finished wall, obviously, because that's wet. Yeah, of course. If you want to stay for the week, no thanks. It's entirely up to you. Okay? Stay for the week. Stay for the week, okay? So, what I'm going to do is put some on and then show you how I put it on. Yeah. Because you picked up your handboard and hawk, okay? Yep. Your hawk and your trail, sorry. And then I'm going to show you how I put it on. I'm with you. Okay, yep. So you can see what I'm doing? Yeah. Pressing it through, you're getting that grain sound. And that's your K, that's your 1.5, so that's going to give you that 1.5 depth. Yeah. Okay, so obviously the different grain size will be a different texture. You're only as thick as your aggregate provided, yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, So I'm just going to get that last bit. So we get like a build-up of fat on it.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Like when you're skimming.
Yeah.
But it's just... Yeah, and that's your texture finish.
Yeah.
You can see non-textured, textured.
Yeah. And these.
But it is a good product. It is, gives you texture finish, it's gives you the colour as well. Like I said before, you can have whatever colour you really want. You've got 1,050 colours to pick from.
Yeah.
Basic system, we can save you up to sort of 30% of your heat loss. Okay. 40% is lost through the wall anyway, if it's not insulated.
Yeah.
Okay, so depending on what system you want, we can devise a system to suit your needs, okay, to your specification.
We need a pint.
Just the one.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that.
And like I said, anyone who's interested in this, the link's below. If you sign up, you pay, but then you get your money back in products.
You'll pay, I think it's £240 including VAT.
Yeah.
Once you're approved by us, you'll get a voucher for £200 off your first buy a product, whether it's over £1,000 or £1,000.
So it's free.
So basically 40 quid.
40 quid, okay.
Okay.
Wicked. Thanks a lot. Great course, great people, and I also forgot to mention, when you do this course, you get a warranty for all the work that you do, so you're fully backed by Baumit. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Now, if you did enjoy this video and you want to learn the full process of silicone rendering, because I didn't really get to show it in this video, I'll show you how we silicone rendered an extension, show you the full process on how to do it on cement board, and I'll show you how I fully silicone render for a tight, nice finish. Click that video there for that, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.